Hi, this is Tom, and in this video we're going to continue where we left off in the last video where we had found the mean of the sample means, and in this video we're going to pick up by making a frequency distribution and finding the standard deviation of the sample means. Alright, let's get started. Let's try one more thing, but before we do that, let's make a little frequency distribution. We're going to make a frequency distribution. Frequency distribution of sample means. So here's how we would go about that. We would so we'll write down our x bar. There's our sample means. And then over here we'll have our frequency. And remember, let's see, we had our lowest mean was 2. We went all the way up to an 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So let's see. If we look up above, we can see here the 2 was one time. The 3 occurred here and here. So we had 2 of those. And let's see, I had 1 8. And then I had 2 7s. And let's see, I think I have 3 6s. So, and I think I have 3 4s, and then I have 4 5s. And let me just double check. There's, let's see, we'll use a color here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 3 4s. That's what we found. Okay, and then 5s, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 5s. Okay, so that's what we've got. Let's use our frequency distribution now. We're going to use our frequency distribution to find the variance. So here we go. So, whoops, let me undo that, and let's use our pen. So my variance is going to be the data. So let's see. I'm going to have 2 minus the mean, which is 5, squared, plus the next data value is a 3 minus the 5 squared. But remember that that 3 happened 2 times. So I'll write times 2. Plus, and let's keep going here. So 4 minus 5, square it, and then remember that that 4 appeared 3 times, so 3 plus 5 minus 5 squared, that happened 4 times, plus the 6's, so 6 minus 5 squared, there was 3 of the 6's, plus. The next one is 7. 7 minus 5 squared times 2. And our last one were the 8's. 8 minus 5 squared, and there was 1 of those. So we're going to take all of that and divide it by 16. Okay, so we'll work our way through this here. This is, let's see, 2 minus 5 squared is negative 3, or 2 minus 5 is negative 3. We square it to get a 9. Plus 3 minus 5 is negative 2. We square it to get a 4. Multiply it by 2 to get an 8. Plus 4 minus 5 is negative 1. Squared is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. Plus, then let's see, we're going to get, is that 5 minus 5, that's 0. Squared is 0. Times 4 is still 0. Plus, and then 6 minus 5 is 1. Squared is 1 times 3. Plus, 7 minus 2 is, 7 minus 5 is 2. Squared to get 4 times 2 is 8. Plus, 8 minus 5 is 3. Squared to get 9. Divide that all by 16. So let's see, 9 plus 8 is 17 plus 3 is 20. And notice we have another 20 over here, so it looks like we have 40 over 16. 40 over 16. Now, Here's where we want to take a close look at this, because we could simplify this a bit, because notice that 40 is the same as an 8 times a 5 over 40 is 8 times 5 over 8 times 2. So the 8s would cancel. So really, oh, and I forgot my notation. This is the variance for the sample mean. So make sure you get that little piece on there. Okay. So 5 over 2. Well, wait a minute. When we did this earlier, we also got the variance for the population was 5. But what is this 2? What is that 2? The answer is it's the sample size. So this is the population variance divided by n, where n here is the sample size. Now, let's see. Oh, so one more step then is let's find the standard deviation for the sample means. Well, what that says is that you take the square root of the variance of the sample means. Well, we just did that. We said this becomes the square root of 5 over 2. But wait a minute, square root of 5, this is the same as the square root of 5 over the square root of 2. And we already found that one out because the square root of 5, well, we said that is simply the variance, or the standard deviation of the population divided by the square root of 2, but that 2 is the sample size. And so, here is what we have found so far, is that the central limit theorem does this. It says, take samples. Actually, you know, this video I think is getting a little long, so we're going to stop right there. We're going to stop right there. And in the next video, we're going to pick this up, see what it means, and what it looks like. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.